I want to talk about kind of the fan reaction to it already. I've seen some of the reviews that like real fans are really taking to the film, and just like that overwhelming response and positivity for you and your cast. How is this all feeling now that it's out in the world?
I'm super happy that I gave justice to the story, to the film, and I'm so overwhelmed that how the audiences are reacting to our film. So I'm really grateful to the fans, and hopefully we get to share this story to the people who are just fans of Kim and Paolo, yeah.
I've gotten to do some really cool events and stuff, like working in Hollywood, but
Yeah.
there's nothing like the energy that I've seen
Yeah.
from a Filipino movie premiere. And I saw
Yeah.
like the mega mall premieres are so interesting to me. I think that's gonna be on my bucket list for the rest of my life to like see it in
Should.
person. What is it? What
Yeah.
was it like finally like premiering this with so many
Yeah.
rabid fans out there excited to see Kim and Paolo and yourself and see this movie come out.
Premiere nights in the Philippines in Mega Mall is already a staple. It's a culture. It's the culture of the Filipinos. Premiere night. Uh, I've I've been to a few myself as an audience, as a staff, but like this is the first time that I was it was my feature being
Mhm.
premiered. So it was I thought it would be the same like the past premiere nights I went to, but like it had a different feeling. There were times there were times that when the audiences screamed top of their lungs during at certain scenes, I couldn't but help like to shed a tear because like the feeling of how the audience reacted to the scenes we mounted and everything. So it was very heartwarming and very um what do you call this? It took a lot of load off my shoulders.
Mm.
So yeah, it really helped. Yeah.
Something that I really enjoyed were the almost like fairy tale like elements that you were able to add in. It felt like a nursery book, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then there's really tragic stuff that happens too. So there's a balance of comedy, romance, and then some of the darker stuff with Jolo's past. So what
Yeah.
was like for you finding the balance like to make all of that work together in one package?
For me, the balance is between like how I mend those scenes together, how they would complement each other. I tried my best to like even if there were different treatments and it felt sometimes like different genres. But yeah, I incorporated the backbones of the characters and the story so it would seamlessly blend. So that's why even when we were editing it, even if there were like bits and pieces that seemed very far from each other, it really didn't feel that way. It flows smoothly. So yeah, that's what I feel. It really the it even though the treatments were different, it was the backbone of the story that complemented each other. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I especially love those opening sequences with like the young Asadi and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's cool to like sprinkle that in because I think it makes it unique from just like a typical like romance comedy film, you know?
I really appreciate that you found that part very amusing because like the treatment really there was like to bring a storybook feel or you know the 90s TV show feels of the Filipino TV shows of for kids because like I wanted to showcase what the character of Sari when she was young left because of fear.
Mhm.
So that's what the world her imaginary world um was disappeared when she started to learn about fear. Yeah.
Obviously you, Kim and Paolo have worked together in the past with Secretary Kim, right? And
Yeah.
you know, when you're going into a brand new project, a new set of characters, I'm just wondering, how did the previous dynamic that you established on that project kind of deepen your connection, or like how did it help you with your direction for them tackling new characters, and then yourself as a director to actor, how did that all kind of like mesh together, and how did you feel yourselves grow with each other?
I think it helped that we worked with each other in Secretary Kim. So we already built a rapport and we already know how to collaborate with each other. So coming into this film, there were bits and pieces that we had to take away from what do you call this? Remove from the characters that we portrayed earlier. I love to sit down with my actors. I like to think of myself as a director for actors. So I really sit down with them. I really love to collaborate with them, and together with them, I explain the world I build, the characters I build with them, and I detailedly go through the characters I built. Then I would ask for their opinions if they would think their character would do these things, and that's where we discuss whether if Sari would like choose to bring a red bag or a pink bag, or
Mm.
would she like drink coffee in the morning, or like drink eat cereals in the morning. So we get into that small details together as a tandem. So yeah.
No, I love those little details because I think, you know, for the actor, probably informs like the bigger decisions too, if they know
Yeah.
how they operate at such a
Yeah.
finite level, and then you
Yeah.
could grow from
Will
there.
affect the uh decisions, all of their decisions. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I do want to also ask, just because when you're casting, you know, Kim and Paolo are mega stars, right? But you also want to fill the supporting cast, especially in the Tahanan homes community, with
Yes.
people that can keep up, that can also stand out on their own. So, what was it
Yeah.
like filling kind of the apartments or the housing community to kind of bolster not only the love story, but also the story of like, you know, what's happening to Hanan?
Yeah. It was a challenge, to be honest, but like I believe that the cast we worked on together really complemented Kim and Paolo. So we were going for how we could show how Filipinos, the community of Filipinos tend to treat each other. So like um I think the rapport, the some of our cast haven't. It was also the first time working with me, with Kim and Paolo, but some of them I've already worked with them. But on our first day of actually on our first day of the cast read script reading, um, right then and there, I really saw already their complementing each other, their timings, and how their characters would react to each other. So yeah, that's I think that really worked out. We got what we wanted to portray, yeah, how the community blends with each other.
Yeah, definitely. That was actually one of my favorite aspects of the film because, you know, growing up, my mom would always tell me stories about how her community in Tenza would come together and help each other out. So it is nice. It's
In the Filipino culture, like yeah, family is like friends are family that we choose.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I do have to wrap because of time, but I am very proud to be a Pinoy and see this reach like global levels and you know, over 30 countries now. So I wish you the best of luck for the rest of the
Thank
run
you
in
so
the
much.
theaters, and then yeah, I'm sure it's gonna find a lot of love and a wider audience for sure. But
I
congratulations to you.
really appreciate it, Lo.
No
Thank
worries,
you
no
so much
worries at
for your
all.
time.